All right, in this video, I'm going to just kind of show you another kind of basic editing. I showed you with the advanced tips and tricks one for video number 1, but this one I'm just going to, on a much simpler scale, show you how I'm going to play a little bit with exposure and masks here. So with this image, after taking it and looking back at it through my phone, I realized that, I got a lot of detail in this neighborhood back here, and I kind of wanted this to appear a little bit darker, kind of more of the way that I kind of experienced it then and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my image adjustment exposure option, okay? And if I turn it to the right, it's going to overexpose. If I turn it left, it's going to underexpose. So I kind of want to make this look a bit more like night. Kind of, take away some of that, some of the detail in the background there. So it's very, very dark. And what I want to do is I want to bring forth the light more. I want the light to kind of be what's standing out. I want to make the rest of it look like it's in the dark. So we've got to put some emphasis on the lighter board here. So in order to do that, please notice in your layers box, we have our background and we have our exposure. This white box indicates that we have a change. What I want to do is I want to hide that change because I darkened this light area too much. I want to bring that light back. So what I need to do is I need to find my brush tool. Okay, here's my brush tool. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to make sure that I have my black swatch foreground color selected in the front. If it's not, you can flip-flop them this way. I'm going to click on that. And what I'm going to do then, and I'm going to make my brush bigger, so if I locate my P on my keyboard and hit my right bracket, I'm going to make it larger, and my left one will make it smaller. And when I paint in, I will, actually what I'm doing, I'm not erasing, I'm just hiding. Notice it's black here. This is black, and that's black. So what I'm doing is I'm basically hiding that mask. Okay? Anywhere that's white, the change is going to show. Anywhere that is black, the change is going to be covered. And I'm doing kind of a rough job here. See, I can go back and flip this and darken this again. Could also change my brush size, so on and so forth, to kind of get that in. So just kind of doing this a little fast so you can see how it works. So maybe I'll pause and do more editing. Okay, so I did a little more editing in the background here, or in the foreground, I should say, but I want to lighten up these areas as well, these little, so I'll just give those a few clicks. Just kind of pull those out a little bit. And then if I feel that it's way too dark, maybe my exposure, maybe I want a little cray-cray, I'm going to click on the exposure again, and I could just tweak it just a little bit over. Maybe if I want to, maybe I want to make it darker. Oh, maybe darker is kind of cool. Maybe I'll go darker. All right. So then that really eliminates all that detail. So then it looks a little bit more mysterious. So again, what we did is I made a change, and this can work with any of these types of changes. When you have that change here, you can use your brush tool, making sure, of course, you are selected on the layer mask part of it, the image adjustment mask. Okay, see layer mask thumbnail, make sure you clicked on that. Then you would use your brush tool, making sure not to choose any of these other weird looking brush ones, but just the one that says brush tool. And you're working with your black and white brush. And that will show and hide. The black hides the change, the white reveals the change, and that is some way you can do some more particular editing to different parts of your image.